Namaste Gurukulians, hope you are doing well at home, and in that hope we are going to start a new video. This is the third video, that is part 3 of the chapter 5. That is name of the chapter is Principle of Inheritance and Variation. So this is 5th chapter of class 12th and 3rd lecture of the same chapter. So till now we have done Mendel laws, Mendel monohybrid cross, Mendel's dihybrid cross, their phenotypic ratio, their genotypic ratio. Now we are going to start a new topic, and the name of new topic is exceptions to Mendel's law. And specifically which law? Law of dominance. So in this topic we have 4 different subtopics. The first subtopic is incomplete dominance. Second is codominance. Third is polygenic inheritance. It is also called as multiple allelism. And the 4th subtopic is pleiotropism. So these are 4 exceptions to Mendel laws, and now we are going to study them one by one. So we will start with first topic, that is incomplete dominance. So in incomplete dominance, first of all, a general question is being asked quite frequently. That is the name of experimental plant in which this phenomena, that is incomplete dominance, was observed. The name of the experimental plant was Mirabilis jalapa. The general name of this plant is 4 o'clock plant. And second example of plant is snapdragon. So this is general name, and the scientific name is Antirrhinum majus. Antirrhinum. So these are 2 plants in which this phenomena has been observed. So in these 2 plants, Mendel have chosen a character. The name of character is flower color. So rather than following complete Mendel law of dominance, there are 2 colors, red and white. Red color is denoted by 2 alleles which are capital because it is dominant one, and small r is to denote white color. So these are again 2 alleles homozygous or pure. These are again 2 alleles homozygous pure for red color. So when in F1 generation, these gametes will fuse The genotype will be capital R, small r. So instead of having red color because of law of dominance, it will not have red color, it will show pink color. So the genotype of F1 is capital R, small r. So instead of showing a red color due to dominance of R, it will show pink color. So pink color is just intermediate to both the parents. So this is red parent, this is white parent, and F1 generation is having pink color, the intermediate of both red and white. So we are going to write here, this is parental phenotype, this is parental genotype, these are gametes, this is F1 generation. Now we will take it to F2 generation. So when we are doing selfing, so we will do selfing here. So this is called as F1 selfing. So when we will do selfing, there will be two type of gametes from here, capital R, small r, and again two gametes, capital R, small r. These are gametes. Now either we can draw Punnett square or we can directly make combination. Okay? So there is less space, so I am going to make direct combination. So capital R with capital R, capital R with small r with capital R, and small r with small r. So the combination will be first capital R, second capital R, small r, third capital R, small r, and fourth is double small r. So due to capital R, what will be the phenotype? Red. Small r, white. And capital R and small r, it will be pink. So these both are pink. So the phenotypic ratio is 1:2:1. So 1:2:1. So we have to remember that in incomplete dominance, the phenotypic as well as genotypic ratio will be same. Why we are saying it same? Because we are observing that there are three phenotypes: red, pink, and white. So this is the ratio 1:2:1. So we will write phenotypic ratio three is to 1. So in this case, the phenotypic as well as genotypic ratio. Now count genotypic. These are of one type. These two are of one type. This is of one type. So genotypic ratio will also be 1:2:1. So in this case, phenotypic and genotypic ratio is equal to 3:1. And this is F2 phenotypic, F2. So this is all related with incomplete dominance. Sorry. So most of the time this ratio will be asked, or the name of plants may be asked in NEET. But in NCERT or CBSE, there may be a 3 marks direct question, that what is incomplete dominance, explained with a genetic rows. So we have completed just one part, one type of exception, A part, and we have written 4 types. So the second type is codominance. Second type is codominance. So as the word suggests, co means both, dominance means dominance. So in this case, both the alleles may be codominant, or we can say both the alleles will express independent of the presence of another one. So the example of this codominance is ABO blood group system. ABO blood group system. So in human ABO blood group system, there is a gene named as I. So I is gene for controlling blood groups in humans. Now this gene, which is controlling blood group, is having 3 different type of alleles. So 3 different type of alleles. IA, IB and I naught, or we can represent it with small I. ठीक है? So these are alleles which are responsible for making a polysaccharide. Polysaccharide means a complex sugar. So either we can say it a polysaccharide, or we can say a type antigen on RBC surface. सो अगर IA जीन है, IA एलील है, तो वो RBC की जो मेम्ब्रेन होगी, उस मेम्ब्रेन के सरफेस के ऊपर A टाइप का एंटीजन या A टाइप का पॉलीसैकेराइड बनाएगा. सेम IB, इट विल फॉर्म B टाइप एंटीजन ऑन RBC membrane or surface, while I naught or small I does not form any polysaccharide or antigen. So this is the first information regarding I gene. So there are 3 types of allele: IA, IB and I naught. IA will form A type antigen on the RBC surface, IB will form B type of antigen, while I naught will not form any type of antigen on surface of RBC. Now out of these 3 alleles, IA is dominant. I am showing here like this. IA is dominant over I naught या small I, as well as IB is also dominant over I0 or I, but IA is co-dominant with IB. So IA is dominant over this. This is recessive, this is dominant. This is dominant, this is recessive. When these both are present, then both the alleles will express themselves to produce a different phenotype. So this is important information. Now on the basis of this information, we are going to draw a table of ABO blood group system in human beings. I am rubbing it twice so that it will be more visible to you. Okay, so we are going to make a table allele from parent 1, allele from parent 2, offspring genotype, offspring phenotype, type of antigen, and type of antibody. So this is the table of ABO blood group system. So as we know, there are 3 different type of alleles. So the combination of different alleles in a diploid human being, it is going to decide the phenotype or blood group of a human being. So we can have different combination. For example, IA from one parent, IA from another parent. So the offspring will be having IA, both dominant one. So the offspring phenotype, so A एंटीजन है तो हरदम ब्लड ग्रुप क्या होगा, A ब्लड ग्रुप. And the type of antigen will be A, because I have already discussed that IA allele will be responsible for A type antigen. So and type of antigen will be A. And the type of antibody will be just opposite to A, means anti-B. Means this blood will be having antibody against B. So this is denoted as anti-B, antibody B. Now second combination is, if the one parent give capital A, capital A, second parent give either this or this, both are same. Now the offspring will be having IA, I0. So the blood group, which type of antigen is this? It is going to produce A type of antigen, because we have already discussed that I naught will not produce any antigen on the RBC surface. So that if the genotype is this, and we have already discussed that IA will be always dominant over I naught, so that offspring phenotype will be A blood group. And the type of antibody is again same, anti-B. Now third combination, if one parent give IB and another parent also give IB, then genotype will be IB. The blood group will be B, type of antigen B, type of antibody anti-A. So this is just opposite to A blood group. So this is just opposite to this. Now fourth option, it will be like this: IB, I naught, IB, I naught. Blood group will be B. Type of antigen will be B only, because I naught will not produce any antigen, and antibody will be anti-A. Now come to fifth combination. The fifth combination will be IA, IB. Oh, sorry. If one parent give IA and another parent give IB. So as we have already discussed that IA and IB both are co-dominant, means both are going to express. So both of them will form A type as well as B type of antigen on the surface of same RBC. So here genotype will be IA, IB. That's why the type of antigen will be A and B both. So blood group will be AB, and if antigen is of both type, then antibody will be nil. कोई एंटीबॉडी नहीं होगी इसके ब्लड में. The last combination is when one parent give I naught and another parent also give I naught or I, then the offspring genotype will be I naught, या हम लिख सकते हैं small I. So in this type antigen will be no antigen, because I naught will not going to form any antigen on the surface of RBC. So nil. But antibodies will be of both type. So both anti-A and anti-B. And what will be the phenotype? The phenotype will be O. Now, question may be asked from these two, that AB is also called as universal recipient, while O is also called as universal donor. So I am going to write it here. So this is universal donor. The person which is having who is having O blood group, it can donate blood to any person, while the person which is having AB blood group, it can receive from all type of blood groups. So this is called as universal recipient. So AB is universal recipient. He can take blood from any type of patient, but he can give blood only to AB blood group patient. While in case of O, that is universal donor, it can give blood to any type of patient, while it can receive blood only through O blood group. That's why it is called as a rare blood group O. universal donor, or also called as rare blood group. So only 1% of the total Asian population will have O type of blood group, that is universal donor. So most of the blood banks, they used to take information from the donors if they find the donor is of O blood group, so that if there is any emergency, they can call this patient, they can call this person and suggest him to give blood to the patient, so that the life of the patient can be saved. So this is all about codominance. So the questions are generally 2 to 3 marks, which can be asked on the basis of codominance, and we are going to discuss these questions later. First of all, we are just focusing on the theory part. Now we are shifting to third type. The third type is polygenic inheritance. So this is C type. Polygenic inheritance, or we can also write it as multiple allelism. So as the name suggests, there are multiple type of alleles which are going to regulate a single character. Sorry, it should not be multiple allelism. Multiple allelism can be written with codominance because the single I gene has multiple type of alleles, more than one. So in case of polygenic inheritance, more than 2 genes, 2 or 3 genes are controlling a character. Example is skin color. Skin color in humans. So in humans, there are 3 genes, A, B and C. So the cumulative effect of all these 3 genes is responsible for the overall phenotypic effect. मतलब कौन सा जीन इनमें से होमोजाइगस कंडीशन में होगा, कौन सा हेट्रोजाइगस कंडीशन में होगा, कौन सा डबल रिसेसिव होगा, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एलील्स इन ए सिंगल पर्सन is will decide the color of that person. So there are 3 genes, so these are dominant one and these are recessive ones. So these are dominant and they will cause black color. These are recessive for whiteness. So किसी पर्सन के अंदर कितने डोमिनेंट एलील हैं और कितने रिसेसिव एलील हैं, इस बेसिस पे उसकी स्किन का कलर डिसाइड करेगा, स्किन का टोन डिसाइड करेगा. So in this we can make a cross that one parent is capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C, capital C. First of all, why we are writing 2 alleles? Because human is diploid. So for every gene we have to write two alleles. Now another parent, it is AA, BB, CC. This is dominant one, this is recessive one. So this is parental genotype. Now from here the gamete will be A, B, C, a single type of gamete. So from two alleles only one allele will go into gamete. This is law of segregation, Mendel's law of segregation. Second, same to same here, small a, small b, small c. Only one out of two alleles will enter into gamete. Now when they will fuse, fertilize, so these are gametes. So when these gametes will fuse, they will produce AA, BB, CC. So we will write it intermediate. Means the person will be neither black nor white, it will be of intermediate type. Now if we are going to do selfing of this, so this is F1 selfing, this is F1 generation. Now at this time the gamete, how many different type of gametes will be formed from here? So there is a formula named as 2 to power n to find the number of gametes, and is equal to number of gametes. And n क्या चीज है? n is number of heterozygous loci. So this is the formula to calculate number of gametes from a particular genotype. So here the genotype is capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. Means there are three different loci. Locus is singular word and loci is plural. So there are three loci at which the genotype is heterozygous. So we will put it here 2 to the power 3 because 3 heterozygous positions. So 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8. अगर ये ना होता, हम मान लो मैंने लिख दिया A B B C C D D. If this is the genotype, अब यहाँ पे 4 different type के genes हैं, but we have to calculate the number of heterozygous. This is homozygous, capital B, capital B. This is again homozygous. This is heterozygous and this is heterozygous. So the formula will be 2 to the power n, and n is heterozygous loci. So n is 2. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. तो इस जीनोटाइप में सिर्फ 4 डिफरेंट टाइप के गैमीट्स बनेंगे, जबकि इस जीनोटाइप के अंदर 8 टाइप ऑफ गैमीट्स बनेंगे. So how can we write these gametes? First of all, we are taking capital A, capital B, capital C. एक टाइप कैपिटल A, कैपिटल B, स्मॉल c. दूसरा टाइप कैपिटल A, स्मॉल b, कैपिटल C. स्मॉल a, कैपिटल B, कैपिटल C. स्मॉल a, कैपिटल B, स्मॉल c. स्मॉल a, small b, small c. Capital A, small b, capital C. And 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, one is left. Capital A, capital A, capital A, small a, small a, small a, small b, small b, small b. One is also left. So there will be total 8 different type of gametes. So 8 gametes from one parent and again 8 gametes from another parent. So total number of F2 members will be 8 into 8 का पनेट स्क्वायर कितना हो गया 64. So जैसे हम डाई हाइब्रिड क्रॉस में करते थे 4:4 इज इक्वल टू 16, मोनो हाइब्रिड क्रॉस में करते थे 2 into 2 इज इक्वल टू 4. तो यहाँ पे पनेट स्क्वायर में 4 स्क्वायर बनते थे, यहाँ पे 16. सो इन दिस केस एज द नंबर ऑफ जीन्स आर 3, सो टोटल नंबर ऑफ F2 members will be 64 different types. So in these 64 different types, for example, so if this is going to be the genotype of F2 generation, then this will be the darkest person. If this will be the genotype of F2 generation, this will be the lightest in color, while the intermediates may be of different gradation, different tone of skin. So the skin color changes due to the cumulative effect of all these 3 types of genes. So this is all about polygenic inheritance. And the fourth topic, the fourth exception, so this is the smaller one topic, pleiotropy, the fourth one. So this is the fourth exception, D part, pleiotropy. Here single gene controls multiple phenotypic expressions. This is just opposite to polygenic inheritance. उसमें क्या था, एक सिंगल कैरेक्टर मतलब कलर ऑफ द स्किन इज गवर्न्ड बाई 3 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ जीन्स. यहाँ पे उसका उल्टा है, दैट एक सिंगल कैरेक्टर है वो कई सारे फिनोटिपिक एक्सप्रेशन या फिर कई सारे कैरेक्टर्स को कंट्रोल करेगा. फिनोटिपिक एक्सप्रेशंस और कैरेक्टर्स. For example, the gene for wing size in Drosophila also governs longevity कि कितनी देर तक जिएगा वो. ऑल्सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर आई कलर कि उसका आई का कलर क्या होगा. मीन्स जीन हमारे पास एक है, कैरेक्टर ये 4 या 5 तक को रेगुलेट कर रहा है. आई हैव जस्ट रिटन जस्ट 3 कैरेक्टर्स. सो द सिंगल जीन विल गवर्न और कंट्रोल्स मल्टीपल फिनोटिपिक एक्सप्रेशंस और कैरेक्टर्स. एग्जाम्पल हेयर इज अगेन, सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल इज फिनाइल ketonuria. It is a autosomal recessive disorder. You will understand this term later. So इस डिजीज़ के अंदर क्या होता है कि जो हमारी बॉडी के अंदर फिनाइल केटोन्यूरिया होता है, इट हैज़ टू बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू टायरोसिन. by an enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. सो इस डिजीज के अंदर ये जो एंजाइम बनना था, इसके लिए जो जीन रिस्पॉन्सिबल था उसके अंदर हो गई म्यूटेशन. सो ड्यू टू म्यूटेशन this enzyme will not be formed. So if this is not formed, then phenylketonuria will not be converted into tyrosine, which is stored in liver. Now this phenylketonuria will be converted into phenyl pyruvic acid. So it will be converted into this because of the absence of this gene, this enzyme, and this enzyme is absent because of mutation in the allele, mutation in the gene which is responsible for formation of this enzyme. So this is going to accumulate in, so this is accumulated in brain and cause retardation, mental retardation. So this is all about 4 different exceptions to Mendel laws. Hope you will find it easy, and please make copies and regular notes. So rest of the topic we will be discussed in later videos. Till then, goodbye.